Italians or something? Like, we haven't seen that yet, right?
Okay, we'll get to that. First question was, what was picked in game 1? Chat, can you help me? I think it was Khmer for Spring and was it Huns?
It was Khmer
and Huns.
Yeah, it was Khmer and Huns.
Okay.
And then next game was Mongols.
Do you seriously not remember?
Magyars?
Yes,
Mongols,
I was going to
Magyars.
say. Jeez, that's bad. Yeah, so now...
I didn't know if there was a game in between that. I couldn't
It's
remember,
1-1
so it's 1-1.
currently. It'll be best of 5. The game will start in 50 seconds. They're very fast-paced. And my multitasking ability... my multitasking ability is, like, going down the drain. So, guys, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the host, Doubt and Heart. Thank you for everyone who subscribed to support what we do here.
Oni, that's gross, man. Why would you disrespect the sport?
I mean, there's mods in the chat. I'm gonna believe that they're looking at the links. And Dave, you're a mod. You should deal with any links, man. I'm too past it.
Puking in my mouth.
I'm too past it.
Okay, here we go. Civ picks were Slavs versus Berbers. Oh, okay. So Spring finally going with the Slavs.
Yeah, he's like we need to go Slavs now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 3. I still have to try to do a relatively decent intro. This is Liquor League. This is the first of many Liquor League sets. The tournament has been pretty fun thus far. I hope you guys have been enjoying it with. Oh my gosh, the words, they're hard. Hope you guys have been enjoying it on Twitch and YouTube as much as we have been. Spring last game had a fantastic victory. I would say the best game of this series. And though no challenges have been completed. Hold on, who won? Blue won last time. Take a drink, Dave.
Yeah, I took it for Blue.
Okay. We might get a little bit more tipsy. Slavs versus Berbers. Dave, what are your thoughts?
Interesting. It's a really interesting matchup. I feel like Mahya, if he goes for the fast castle camel archer strat, I don't know if that's gonna work because camel archers,
they're trash. Just forget you have them. I don't think they're that good until Imp.
Yeah,
with a nerf anyway. With the nerf.
I don't know, man. Like in Turbo, I'm not sure, right? Because knights can chase them off most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the Slavs might have an advantage just because the judging by the last game where it went late imp, the Slavs have probably a better late imp composition than the Berbers do.
I would agree with that, and we know how Spring's going to play it, so maybe Mahya will go aggressive Fuel Age or Castle Age instead of booming.
Farm bonus for Slavs might be Redonk on Turbo.
That's true, man. See, that's the one thing they recently fixed they recently fixed that bonus, so we don't really know how fast that will be in competitive play. Guys, these are the Slav bonuses. Farmers work 15% faster, and Siege Workshop units cost 15% less. It's a very similar Imperial Age meta to Celts, if you've seen that before, where they have Halberdiers, Champions, and Siege.
Yeah, but their Halberdiers get splash damage. So,
yeah,
you know,
that's true. I mean, it's a new Civ, so let's just assume it's a little bit better in some ways. Okay, can we just appreciate the fact?
2 or 3 years old.
Dave, look at the percentages on Feudal Age. Look at that. Look how close that is. That's identical. That's crazy.
I don't know why it's not showing up on my spec overlay.
Because spec overlay is too slow for this amount of speed, man.
Oh, okay.
We need to download
that's nuts, man.
We need to download
Same pop,
Oh, it's crazy.
Same time.
I always like to say on different parts of the world as well. Scouts for Spring, I guess. I mean, it has to be for both. Yeah. Okay. Yagori, thank you for 4 months. Welcome. I guess I should look at the maps briefly. Sorry Twitch. Sorry YouTube. Back gold for Mahya. Multiple wood lines to choose from, but it's definitely open. Maybe you can wall across the front.
Mahya's got a better map than Spring, though, I think.
Yeah, Spring has a lot of open area on the front.
He's only got one wood line, too.
Dude, so this tournament has been a blast leading up to the final. But a lot of the games were steamrolls in the early sets. So I'm hoping that, you know, in 2 weeks, and then every single set afterwards, we can get a lot of top players involved because this has been awesome. These two players.
Yeah, I'm super stoked that Mahya made a comeback.
I know.
Like, how long since we've watched a Mahya game? Like years and years since we watched the Mahya game.
Yeah, this is like this is a big deal to Dave and I because when we didn't get any viewers, we would watch Mahya play. Because at the time, is Spring gonna lose the scout to a TC again? I guess not.
No.
At the time, a lot of the top players had taken breaks, so we didn't have anybody else to cast, but we stuck with it, man. And we went with the Mahya games, and he has an impressive strategy you'll see in standard AOC or Age of Empires, but trust me, it does not include running scouts into TCs.
He did split away from that arrow
he did.
though.
Is that sick micro?
So,
I'm gonna take a drink for it.
I'll take a drink for it. I mean, like, Mahya is one of those players that's like, I feel like he has a brain, you know? Like, he's come up with his own strategies. He's really thought about what he wants to do, and it's proven on these turbo games.
All right, so now I'm interested. What players? I like how you jinxed him.
but like, he's not a full execution player.
Yeah. Well, what
like,
players? What players would you say don't have a brain?
I'd say, like, and I know Project Belgium watches your stream.
Not my sub, man. Don't pick out the subs. The subs are amazing.
I think he has a brain. I just think he follows the meta too much. And I would apply that to you as well.
Everyone follows the meta, man. Everyone All right. Project Belgium, I appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, just let Dave eat his cookie. We don't want to lose any subs here tonight. Come on, man. He goes for the one guy who's always in my chat and always subs. Come on. Spring's clicked up to Castle Age, and Mahya, he has not yet. And you know what? I have to credit Spring. You know, he has the worst map. He held to this hill after he'd walled up the north side. He's walling up now as well, and he's going to go to Castle Age well ahead. And he could kill some vills here, too. So well played from Spring so far. So as Dave eats his cookie, I'm
finally feeling good here. I'm feeling like I can be savage as fuck. I'll drink for that.
2 stables for Spring.
You better put this on all-on-one VOD so they can see like the general like.
I feel like I might download it and cut them all together.
Screw it, you know, like don't put it up as single videos. Just be different and put it up as one VOD.
I think that for the early games we might do it a separate video, but for this final certainly I think it's long enough to be one exciting video. Spring, just wonderful stuff here, man. He has the walls up already. He has the TC going up to the north. He's sending pressure forward with knights. Now, Mahya's on the way to Castle Age. That does not show up for us. He's adding spears, but that's not a great thing for him to invest into. I do think he's going to go for the camel archers, though, Dave. He's heavy on stone.
Yeah, I mean, you're Berbers. Why else would you go Berbers, right? They don't really get that much else.
They get a big discount on their knights and their camels, so technically they'd be very good here as well with that.
If you're, I don't know.
The pikes will kind of deal with the knights.
He's dropping a castle. He's dropping a super safe castle. But
gold. He has the stone wall.
Really,
T90 wall.
Castle.
T90 wall on the stones. Saves his villagers. Research pikemen after he loses all the spears. Worth it. See, I think Mahya has held on for now, and he's not going to die here, but he is going to fall behind in those villagers. We saw last game how Spring was able to use the turbo villagers. Well, we'll see what the unit. I mean, last time Mahya as well had the best unique unit, I think. So, it seems like Spring, believe it or not, this is so uncommon for Spring, is going for higher eco choices. Well, Mahya is the one.
He's making 2 archer ranges as well, so, and he's gonna go crossbow.
No,
which is really strange.
All right, chat might riot at this because admins and tournament organizers should not do this. But I messaged Spring after the first game and I said archers suck in these settings. I told him.
Well, that's obvious that he's gonna go for archers
so
in the next game, man.
If he
do you even know Spring?
If he dies, I told him so. But if he wins, it was not admins interfering in the tournament.
Well, he's gonna go for skirmishers, so maybe Elite Skirm comes in. He knows the camel archers are coming.
You're right.
He saw he was on stone, so maybe that's the response. Like I said earlier, I don't think in Turbo the camel archers are that good. You know, because like I feel like they're only good in regular matches because they only cost food and gold, and you can get your eco going while you're making them. But in Turbo, that doesn't really matter that much because your eco is already on like overdrive.
I think the archers were a bit of a misclick as Spring is going into Elite Skirm. I think it's important for Spring to hold map control if he wants to get this victory. He needs to look for those extra golds. There's one just out of his line of sight to the south, to the north, just out of his line of sight as well. That was a big focus last game for us. Now, Pikeman, Camel Archer against Knights Elite Skirm.
Yeah, Spring can take this composition.
He can. Skirms can fight that, but they can't fight that with the numbers in the hill.
No. And now Spring's making a castle on that secondary gold as well. That's a really
it's so good. Yeah, so good. It's everything's in fast forward, so this castle would generally be good around 30 minutes, but now it's good at 17 minutes because I wouldn't be surprised if they click up to imp soon. Why does Spring think he's Magyars now? What the hell, man? Like seriously, now he's going with Cav Archers. Yeah. Like last game, he went with the Slav meta. Like, why is he going? This is pretty much what Magyars would do. Knights and Cav Archers. Spring is, I mean, it's not bad in this engagement, but Cav Archers versus Camel Archers, no bueno. Spring, no bueno, because that's what Camel Archers counter. It worked for him though. It worked for him.
You know, in Turbo though, Cav Archers aren't that bad. You're less worried about cost efficient.
Okay, how many times has Dave acted like a Turbo expert in this game? We see like 7 games, and he's like, in Turbo though, like he knows the meta.
I have to say though, Tristan, like Europe and Turbo are not that different.
That's true. That's true.
And I have a lot of experience in Europe maps.
Well, your experience obviously.
I'm not agreeing. Yeah. I'm not agreeing with the Cav Archer choice because they suck.
But they're like Dave. Listen. Listen. Cav Archers are great in Turbo, Dave. Come on.
I said they're not that bad for cost efficiency.
Yeah, that was very cost efficient from Spring. I agree. Spring is looking to click up to Imp. And Mahya, dude, he has 2 castles. He's creating a lot of these Camel Archers. So, I don't know. I think Mahya has the advantage right now. He's also going to collect more stone to build another castle. Well, let's go. Spring does have 30 more vills, though, just like last game.
Brings up to him first.
Yeah. So, the composition for Slavs should be, ideally, siege and infantry, you think, right?
Dave getting subs for curling. Shut up.
I think that the meta would be siege and infantry for Spring. He's now vacating the area as the Camel Archers come in. I don't know if siege infantry can work well when Berbers have this much map control because Berbers are such a fast civilization.
I don't know, man. Like it's gonna be the same thing with the Mangadai last game.
Yeah,
with
maybe.
the Camel Archers. It's gonna be the same thing. Like Red's gonna have to, Maya's gonna have to fight on one front, and Spring can just go on multiple fronts. Well, assuming he clears up these Camel Archers.
Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't have an option, and when he comes to address this, more Camel Archers will go into the other side of his eco. So while he has more eco, I don't know if he's really had the time here. He's losing so many villagers, and he can only run with the rest of them. So Spring is in an awful position. 30 idols. Look at these villagers try to run. Yeah, he's gonna wall them in. A nice play. Knights and Skirms coming to clean this up.
Even if he clears this up now, he's still ahead in economy.
Yeah, you're definitely right.
He's getting Onager now. Siege Onager against Camel Archers.
Holy resources, Batman. I did not realize he had so many.
Yep.
Holy.
It's Turbo, man.
Well, I understand that, but I didn't think with that much idle time he would have the res banked up. So you're right. You're right for once, Dave. Octagonal D might have been around a couple years back.
Yo, Octagonal D has been around since the beginning.
He has been around, man. He would watch us cast the Mahya games. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the 11 viewer host. Hope your stream went well. Let's take a look at what Maya's doing on the front. Nothing special right now. He does have 3 castles and a lot of camel archers, 30 military.
Okay, I'm just gonna watch. Oh my god, look at Spring's villagers collecting food from the farms. With the Slav bonus, it's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a lot of food. Guys, look right where my mouse is here.
Man.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, what?
It's already strong, but it's even stronger when it comes to turbo, I guess. All the SOs. Okay, so this is where we have to take a lot of drinks, because sick onager shots is one of the drink challenges. A sick micro is as well, so keep that in mind, guys. Those are probably the only challenges we will see completed in the finals, because they're playing...
Spring has so many SOs, too. He's got like 15 SOs.
This one hero villager in the south as well might find that gold for Spring. But at the same time, Mahya has a camel archer, and yeah, got to get in a camel to win that battle. If he sees that, he will build a castle there.
Oh, Spring's castle is being denied completely.
Oh! Okay, so Mahya has the speed. Spring has the power. But Spring's power is significantly weakened if he gets hit in multiple areas.
You see Spring just building the death ball. Like, as soon as he ungarrisons all that stuff from the siege workshops, like, he's getting heavy scorpion now, too. As soon as he ungarrisons that, he's gonna have the most, like, he has 70 military right now. It's gonna be ridiculous. Mahya cannot engage with that.
Well, he's gonna
have elite boyar as well.
He's gonna have to do something, man. I think if he goes hussar, he has to take an engagement versus siege onagers. Someone asked what brand of vodka. Smirnoff. I thought that would be appropriate. Inside joke to that particular user, if you get it. Elite boyar.
Elite boyar coming in.
All right, man.
So canceling the cavalier upgrade.
Does Mahya have the resources? He does have the resources, but he's now pop capped. He's tossing down.
He can't fight this, dude. He can't fight this, man.
Dave, listen.
Like,
sometimes you just gotta believe, man. Listen, I know Canadians are used to giving up. That's Canadian way.
Skirms,
but you gotta believe.
Heavy scorpion siege onagers? No.
Such a Canadian mindset. Yeah, he can. He totally.
Yeah. Okay.
he totally cannot fight this.
Okay.
Boyar's heavy scorpion siege onagers. This is gonna be insane. Get the drinks ready.
Arguably, have the best death ball of any civ.
Yeah, and in turbo, even stronger. Those.
Look at this. He's getting shredded, man.
Yeah.
He can't fight it.
He cannot fight it. And Spring, he has 60 more population. I feel like the Canadian jokes is losing us our Canadian audience tonight. I'm just kidding, guys. And Mahya has res, but he just doesn't have options.
However many Canadians you lose from your shitty jokes, you're gaining from my Canadianism. So it's like an equal trade-off.
That is true. Let's see. I think Mahya knows that he needs to try and push this. He hasn't even killed one siege onager. He's losing so many numbers. And he's gonna call the GG here.
Man.
Wow, that was quite a boom from Spring. Never thought I'd hear those words.
Spring, yo, dude, Spring just knew. Like, he ignored all those camel archers on the top side, and he was like, if I get my death ball rolling, they can't stop me.
Yeah,
Mahya can't stop me, and he just pushed forward with that, and there's no chance.
Not only did Spring push forward, but he sprung forward.
Oh my god.
All right, so Dave, you have to drink because the blue color won. Okay. And we are going to go on to potentially the deciding game. It is 2-1 now. It's a best of 5 for the final. Sorry about the loud audio, guys. There we go. Here's the KD. It's pretty close. I think